we're honored to have with us Ms. Gabrielle Fialkoff. And she, since 2014, has served as senior advisor to Mayor de Blasio. And she's also the director of the Office of Strategic Partnerships. So she helps oversee and direct public-private partnerships for the administration and 501c3s that are affiliated with the city agencies, such as the Mayor's Fund, the Fund for Public Schools, and the Fund for Public Health. We're so glad to have her with us. She is going to be speaking about community partnerships and just have some brief words for our 40 Under 40 Awards winners. Thank you again. Here's Ms. Fialkoff.
Thank you, Ame, so much. And very happy to be with you this morning, and congratulations to all the winners and the 40 Under 40. It's a great honor as well. And as Commissioner Banks said, life does go on after 40, and you should all look forward to many more achievements. I just wanted to talk to you a little this morning about some of the public-private partnerships we've been working on in the de Blasio administration, and share with you how important your partnership is to the city of New York City, as Commissioner Banks pointed out, and as well you know. The nonprofit sector is an incredible economic force as well in our city. And I think you probably know these numbers, but I think they're significant enough to bear repeating. The nonprofit sector employs more than 500,000 New Yorkers. Last year alone, the city contracted with 1,800 nonprofits. This constitutes almost a $4 billion investment in providing services and programs to vulnerable New Yorkers throughout the entire city, in every community and in every borough. As Ame said, the Mayor's Office of Strategic Partnerships, which was created by Mayor de Blasio in 2014, oversees the city-affiliated funds, the Mayor's Fund, Fund for Public Health, Fund for Public Schools, among others, and really serves as a connective tissue between city's nonprofits, the city's agencies, business and philanthropic funders and partners. And we seek to really align the nonprofits and the public-private partnerships priorities and mission with the de Blasio overarching mission to address income inequality. And that's really what we strive to do every day. Use the power of the private sector, of our business and philanthropic partners, with the scale of government and the service delivery of the nonprofit sector. And just to tell you about a few of what goals and accomplishments in the last few years. One example that I think really speaks to what we can do together is the program called Connections to Care, a $30 million public-private partnership to address the lack of mental health services throughout our city. So this partnership, which was a $10 million federal grant, and in partnership with the Mayor's Fund as well, which will raise another $10 million, and then partner with 12 community-based organizations who are already serving low-income New Yorkers. We will partner with these organizations to train their staff in mental health techniques, and some proven evidence-based techniques that will expand access to mental health services, such as motivational training, mental health first aid, screenings, and other proven techniques. And this will serve as a 5-year study in this area. So imagine staff at early learn centers or daycare centers that can see the signs of stress or mental health issues or substance abuse in parents, and be able to help those parents receive services or address their issues. or those working in youth development as well, working with young adults to address their mental health issues and provide some services and referrals. So I think that's a really great example of a partnership in action, if you will. We also recently announced, the mayor announced in his education policy speech this fall, which addressed equity and excellence in our public schools. We announced an $80 million public-private partnership called Computer Science for All. And this partnership will seek to deliver computer science education to every single public school student over the next 10 years. And this is a partnership with our founding partners, the Computer Science Foundation in New York City, CSNYC, the Robin Hood Foundation, AOL Foundation, and many nonprofits working in this sector. And it was really the work of CSNYC that led to this partnership. Their work, their partnership on the curriculum in helping the DOE in its pilot program called the Software Engineering Program. That early evidence showed us that this was an initiative we could take further in partnership with our private sector partners, our corporate partners, and our nonprofit partners. Also, the funds, particularly the Mayor's Fund, has partnered with many of you in our very critical relief efforts during times of crisis in New York City. I can say I think it was my second week of work when the very unfortunate explosion happened in East Harlem in 2014, and we were able to mobilize very quickly with our community-based partners on the ground, our local organizations. So when emergency relief efforts moved out, the Mayor's Fund and our CBO partners moved in. We raised about $500,000 in a few days from 650 New Yorkers. We contracted with the local organizations to provide case management, establish a victims relief fund, get people into temporary and long-term housing. And so these partnerships for my office and this administration are critical every day to making New York City a more equal and accessible city for all. I'm happy to be with you today. I'm thrilled for all of the honorees today and all of you who've come out to support them. And thanks for having me. Congratulations.